We are lifers, and this is Magic for Life. What's up, lifers? Michael Johnson here with part 5 of How to Feel Good. It's the How to Feel Good series, and I'm excited that you're here today because I hope that means you've done part 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes, you've done it, right? You've actually done the stuff. If you haven't, pause. It's okay. You can go back. It's okay. Just pause right here. Save it in your YouTube playlist. Save it in your podcast playlist. You can go back. It's all right. It's okay. Yeah. But if not, you're here on part 5, and today we're going to take inventory. Taking inventory, because you cannot attain anything new. You can't achieve anything new without looking at where you're at, figuring out what is going on, what you're missing, what your resources are, looking at where you want to go, and figuring out what the gap is in between. Once you know what the gap is, then it's a whole lot easier to get there, and now you can actually have a navigation system. Well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to take inventory today. So let's recap for just a second. We started off and we said, okay, we've got to take back control, right? We've got to take back control and start actually realizing that we are in charge of our life. No one and no thing can make me feel anything. Right? That was the first piece. Right? Then we went on and we said, okay, we give meaning. We are the ones that give meaning. We give meaning to the things that are going on, right? That light, as we described in earlier episodes, that light isn't making me feel nervous and afraid. The light isn't making me do anything. I decided. I gave it meaning. You gave meaning. Hopefully you went and practiced that. Hopefully you went and tried that. Then we realized, oh, you know what? Everything takes practice. That was the last episode. Go listen to it. Go do it, right? Everything takes practice. This is a big deal. Did you practice? Did you go take your 15 minutes and do your thing? I hope so. Okay, so let's move on. Take inventory. So we're going to take inventory now. How do we take inventory? Well, we find out what is good and what is bad, and only you can decide. Okay, so let's just do this. If you got a piece of paper, if not, pause the video, get a piece of paper, get a card, get something to write on. Get your journal, get your phone out, preferably something to write on. I would like you to have a pen or a pencil or something, or a whiteboard. That works, right? So here we go. So we've got here, we're gonna make just a classic chart, right? And we're gonna go with a line down the middle, piece of cake, and on one side, we're gonna say, okay, these are all external. And these are all internal. All right, now I want you to make a list, of all the external things that you know how to do to feel good. This is easy. All right, to feel good, I go to Starbucks and get a frappuccino. I can never say those things. Anyway, so you go there, you go, okay, Starbucks. So write that on your list. All right, maybe you write Netflix, if that's your thing. You go, no, Michael, I don't do the Netflix thing, but I love myself a good documentary. Oh yeah, I love documentaries, okay. So you'll write that down. You're going to have a list of all these things that externally help you feel a way that you'd like to feel. How many of you, raise your hands right now, how many of you are guilty of purposefully putting on a movie you've watched that is sad? You put it on purpose. You chose to watch a movie that was sad on purpose. Why did you do such a thing? Somebody says to me, hey, did you see that new movie was out? I said, yeah. Are you going to see it? No. Why not? Because it's a sad movie. They're like, yeah, it's going to be great. Wait, what? What? And they say, well, hey, let's go watch that horror film. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I got enough things to be afraid of in my life. I don't need to go be afraid on purpose. Why would I go to a movie? Well, you know, because we want to feel, we want to experience emotion, so we do different things. All of us are unique as our thumbprint. You and how you want to utilize and experience your emotions are as unique as your eye color. as your hair color. Okay, well, let's not use that one. So we have internal and external. Okay, what are your internal means by to feel good, right? Our external, like we go to Netflix, I go to Disneyland, I like boating. Okay, cool. What do you do that's internal to help you feel good? All right, well, one of them on my list is meditate. Every day, I meditate. At least 15 minutes. On a bad day, I get 15 minutes in. If not, I'm shooting for 20. Maybe, if I can, that's the ideal for me is 30. More than 30, that's if I'm in a not so great state and I need to get myself back on charge, back on the straight, right? But that's up to you guys. Do you meditate? I've tried that meditation thing. That stuff is stupid. I don't even know why would I do that? Okay, that means you don't know how to do it. Okay, and that's okay. I'm not judging. Honestly, there are lots of different ways to meditate. There's lots of different purposes to meditate. In fact, there are 3, and we can talk about that some other time. But the concept of meditation is huge. It is about learning thyself. Ages ago, there was a philosopher. His name was Socrates. He said, temet nosce. Temet nosce. I'm probably saying it wrong. If you know Latin, don't judge. All right. But that just means learn thyself, right? It's the L for lifer. So you know the lifer framework. If you haven't, go download it. It's free, right? But you know the lifer framework, and L stands for learn thyself. See, when we meditate, we can get inside and we can get in alignment with ourselves because we can start to learn something about ourselves. There's lots of different ways to meditate. We can chat about that, and we will. In fact, if you want to know more about it, go sign up for the Feel Good Challenge, and we're going to talk more about it in that challenge. There are lots of ways to do this. Meditate, internal, right? Maybe you can do some sort of the arts. I love the arts, right? The arts are amazing. How is that internal? I'll tell you what, if you play an instrument, you know and you feel me. Because when you play an instrument and you can feel the music coming out of you. In fact, if you watch somebody that really is quite excellent at their craft, at their instrument, they're in a different place. They're in another space, right? If you watch a dancer, when they're in their zone, in their flow, they are in a different mode. They are in a different place altogether. It is all internal, and that is what they love about it. When you watch an athlete play basketball and they are in the zone, this is what's happening. They're internal. They are learning how to do that. Now, I want to see what your list is. Write your list down. Heck, email it to me. I'd love to see it. Go ahead. Kill my inbox. It's all good. info@magicforlife.com. Go ahead and kill my inbox. I'd love to see your chart. How many do you have here? How many do you have here? My guess is that this doesn't look like this at all. My guess is that it looks like that, right? Because that's typical for most people. If it doesn't, if it's more balanced, good. Well, you know what? Everything takes practice. Get this list down. Go make your chart, and let's take some good inventory so we know where we're at and where we want to go. We'll see you next time on the next episode. Go do it. Don't just say you're going to do it. Go do it. And of course, if you haven't signed up for the Feel Good Challenge, go do it. Go sign up for it. Take the feelgoodchallenge.com. I hope to see you there. It's going to be an amazing 21-day challenge. We're going to have some fun. We'll see you on the next episode.
Hey lifers, have you ever been taught the skill set of feeling good? Most people haven't. It's so easy to fall into the trap of going through life not feeling good, or even worse, feeling mediocre. You don't have to settle. You don't have to let social media dictate how you feel. You don't have to give up your control over your life to other people in the world. It's time to take back control of how you feel. It's time to learn the skills of how to feel good, on purpose, on demand, and most importantly, from the inside out. I'm on a mission to help people just like you take back your life, grab a hold of your personal legend, and take your daily experiences to the next level. You can feel good on purpose. You don't need Netflix. You don't need food. You don't need anything outside of yourself. You can feel good on demand because you decided to, and because it's a skill set you can practice, get better at, and even master that skill set. You can feel good from the inside out. You don't need things, situations, or people to be responsible for making you feel anything. If you're ready, and maybe even if you're not, this is your chance. Your chance to change your stars, to change your life at the most fundamental level, how you feel. Join me for the upcoming Feel Good Challenge. I challenge you right now. Come and learn the skill set you should have been taught as a child. Take the Feel Good Challenge. Take the rest of your life back. Go to takethefeelgoodchallenge.com right now and sign up while you still can. That's takethefeelgoodchallenge.com. We'll see you there.